We Jesus. We thank you. No matter what the obstacle, no matter what the barrier is grateful. No matter what the obstacle, no matter what you have been through, it still love you. We are thankful, Jesus, today. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, Holy Spirit. No matter what the up and down, it still love you. It still stand by you. It still live in you. Hallelujah. It's a grateful God. Hallelujah. No matter what your bad way, your bad character is still with you. Hallelujah. It's a mighty God. Hallelujah. We give God the praise. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Hallelujah, Lord. We cover everyone here with the blood of Jesus. We cover the place with the blood of Jesus. We have put up the plans of the enemy right now. We are determined by the power of the Holy Spirit. Every confusion, every torment, we are posted now in the name of Jesus. Every wicked arrow from the enemy, we send it back to sender in the name of Jesus. Every monitoring spirit, we silence you now in the name of Jesus. Powerful Lord, manifest your glory in this place, Lord. Protect everyone here, Lord. Oh Lord, let your power be still, let your glory be still. It's a mighty God. It's glorious. We give him all the praise. We thank you, Jesus. We thank you, Father God. Hallelujah. 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 In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Hallelujah. We give God all the praise. Hallelujah. Thank you, Lord. Let's welcome your spirit of prayer now.
Good morning, Faith Embassy. Good morning. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to dance. Our first Sunday was our father as the bishop. So I'm ready to dance. Fire, fire. Amen. Fire, 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 fall on me. Fire, 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 fall on me. open your mouth and thank Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Just thank Jesus. Just thank Jesus. In all the world, Holy Spirit, you reign, you reign, you reign, Holy Spirit, you reign with me in all the world, Holy Spirit, you reign, you reign, you reign, Holy Spirit, you reign, you reign, you reign, Holy Spirit, you
Most
that we give God a praise. Thank you, Jesus. Amen. We're going to welcome the man of God. Amen. Hallelujah. Not a pastor. Hallelujah. But Bishop,
Thank you, Jesus.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
Hallelujah. I say hallelujah. Is there somebody in the house that is expected to change?
Amen.
I say your expectation is about to change.
Amen.
Something is about to happen for you.
Amen.
Oh my goodness. Allow me to get to the word for a little bit here.
Amen.
Amen. Hallelujah. This is the first Sunday. So I said, why not dress? Hallelujah. Amen. So while I am in my office, hallelujah. When you are married, you dress like you're married. Hallelujah. When you are you gotta dress like you're one. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
So we give God praise.
Amen.
Amen. Well, I am excited for what God is getting ready to do in this house.
Amen.
Amen. I'm excited for it. Just because of the transformation that is taking place in this house.
Amen.
You know, I will need all of your efforts. All of your what?
Efforts.
So it's not a one-man show.
Amen.
Hallelujah. It's a team.
Amen.
I say it's a team.
Amen.
And you're part of that team.
Amen.
Amen. You know, I've been in a place of prayer, and God has been really shocking me.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
I told my wife about what God is getting ready to do.
Amen.
And I show her the information, the people's names that he had called out. I was shocked. And now people are even will imagine to begin to lead this ministry in different locations.
Amen. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Some of you have been looking at me. I'll be looking at you. So expectation is granted to
Oh,
you.
wow. Thank you.
Amen.
Hallelujah. Let me
Amen.
just, I wish I had a little small hair. Every man who wants to know I'll be touching the hair. And, I shaved the hair, but the hats want to tie up the hair. A little bit down.
Amen.
I had a bigger one that took the whole head. It's like a pot that's being put on your head. So I'll hold on to that one for a little bit. But God is getting ready to do something. I'm telling you.
Amen. Amen.
You can't take over territories if you don't have people who are ready.
Amen.
So people are going to get ready.
Amen.
So they got to get ready.
Get ready.
One of you.
One of you.
One of you.
One of you.
Will begin to move around.
Begin to move around.
Planting the churches.
Planting the churches.
With the bishop.
With the bishop. Amen.
Amen. So I want to welcome you to a new month.
Amen.
Who knows what this month is? Who knows what this month is?
June, Father's Day.
Father's Day,
Fasting and prayers, beginning of the month. Yeah, July.
I'm just waiting for you. Who have the calendar? What does it say this month is?
Fasting and prayer.
Mhm.
No.
I'm enjoying this house of the Lord, the woman of God.
So that's like the actual thing.
Hallelujah. If you have the calendar, pull it out.
Then why don't you say it louder so you can see that?
Yes, you are. Most High. Yes, you are the Lord. Most High. Yes, you are the Lord.
Yes, you are the Lord.
Yes, you are.
Most High.
Oh, yes, you are the Lord.
Yes, you are the Lord.
Hey. Most High. you are the Lord.
Yes, you are the Lord.
Yes, you are the Lord.
Most high.
Yes, you are the Lord.
Yes, you are the Lord.
Yes, you are.
Most high.
Yes, you are the Lord.
Yes, you are the Lord. Most high. Yes, you are the Lord. Most high.
Yes, you are the Lord.
Yes, you are the Lord.
Jehovah, yes, you are the Lord.
Most high.
Most high.
Yes, you are the Lord.
Yes, you are the Lord.
Most high.
Yes, you are the Lord.
Yes, you are the Lord.
Hey.
Most high.
Yes, you are the
Yes, you
Lord.
are the Lord.
Yes, you are the Lord.
Most high.
Sweet Jesus, yes, you are the
Yes, you are the Lord.
Hey.
Most high.
Yes, you are the Lord.
Yes, you are the Lord.
Hey. Makaya Rusha Daraba.
Most high.
Makaya Rabu Shadaba.
Yes, you are the Lord.
Lepalabu Shorobo Daraba.
Most high. Yes, you are the Lord.
Yes, you are the Lord.
Most high. Yes, you are the Lord. Most high.
Hey.
Yes, you are the Lord.
Anointing falling.
Most
Anointing falling.
high. Yes,
Anointing
you
falling.
are the Lord.
Ekaya Baraba Seria.
Most high. Yes, you are the
Ekaya Raba
Lord.
Sarina Bankari.
Most high.
Ekaya Raba Salaba.
Yes, you are the
Reba
Lord.
Zanda Raba Sirele Bushadari.
Most
Oh,
high.
yes, you are the
Yes, you
Lord.
are the Lord. Most high.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
Thank you, Father. For you are good to us.
Yes,
Hallelujah. Father, whatever you say, I do. I live for you. Come on, somebody. I live, I live, I live. I live for you. Ah, Jesus. I live, I live, I live. I live for you, Jesus. Somebody say, I live.
I live, I live, I live.
I live for you.
I live for you.
Jesus, I live for you.
I live, I live, I live.
Jesus, I live for you.
I live for you.
I live for you.
I live, I live, I live.
Jesus, I live for you.
I live for you.
I live for you.
I live, I live, I live.
I live for you.
I live for you.
My life, I live for you.
I live, I live, I live.
Just thank Him for what He's doing in your life now and what He's about to do in your life next. Just open your mouth and begin to thank Him. Thank Him for what He's about to do in your life is secret. Thank Him for what He's already doing in your life. Just thank Him right now. Thank Him for waking you up this morning. Just thank Him. Just thank Him. Just thank Him. Just thank Him. Thank you for transformation. Thank you for a new life. Thank you for a new beginning. Thank you for all that you are doing. Thank you for the things that you're about to finish. Thank you for the things that you're about to start. Thank you for healing. Thank you for restoration. Thank you. Thank you for making you a winner. Thank you. Just thank you. Just thank you. Just thank you. Bless your name, Lord. Bless your name, Lord. Isaiah 45, verse 15. Isaiah 45, verse 15. I also want to thank those who came on all night. I want to thank you for coming. I know you enjoyed the whole night. Amen. 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 Hallelujah. Does everybody have their Bible too? In this house, there's multiple Bibles. They sit it over there. Just ask for one. That's all. That's special when you leave. You package it and you turn it back. Amen. Don't package and take it home. Glory be to God. Those who need Bible, raise your hand. If you need a Bible. Okay, my son, can you take the Bible and distribute them to me? Amen. In this house, you're supposed to know the Word of God. There's also the need to read the Bible. Don't take it home. Like I said, it's for you to read in the house and live in the house. Amen. Otherwise, it's called stealing. Amen.
Amen.
When you take something that does not belong to you, but belongs in the house of the Lord, it's called stealing. The Bible says the devil comes to steal, then that means you must be of the devil. In this house, I don't think we have devils. We have saints and we have good ones. Amen. 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 They're inside, just looking at book somewhere. Amen. Hallelujah. Next, we want you to go.
Verily thou art a God that hidest thyself, O God of Israel, the Savior.
Hallelujah. You just put the oh God of Faith Embassy, the Savior.
Amen.
Hallelujah. Because we're a nation.
Amen.
We are what?
A nation.
Oh, I don't hear you. I don't hear you.
We are a nation.
I'm deaf a little bit today.
We are a nation.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
So you're going to cry out to God. Oh God, our Savior, save us from the hands of the enemy for this month.
Amen.
Protect us from the work of the enemy for this month.
Amen.
And protect us from the fowls and the trap of the enemy for this month.
Amen.
Begin to pray in the name of Jesus. Begin to pray. Commanding things to move. Commanding things for me. Command things for me. Command things for me. This command things for me. Command things for me. Command things for me. Yes. Ask the Lord your Savior to hide you. To hide you. To hide you. To hide you. Hide you. Hide you. In trials and tribulations. To hide you. In trials and tribulations. To hide you. Plans of the enemy. From the plans of the enemy. To hide you. The reason why we cry for the Savior, the Protector, because every month that you enter, you need the Protector to protect you.
Amen.
Like every month, I can't wait for the breakthroughs that's in this month.
Amen.
There's breakthrough that's in this month. The Lord revealed to me in December for Shalom's week. He said in every month, it's pregnant with at least 4 breakthroughs.
Amen.
At least how much?
4.
So if you miss one, you're about to catch 2.
Come on. Amen.
If you miss 2, at least there'll be 2 more for you to catch.
Amen.
You're not supposed to miss all.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
That means if the enemy catch you 1 week, it's not going to be able to catch you in a couple weeks coming. No, in that sense. Amen.
Amen.
The trap that you faced last month, you're not facing this month.
Amen.
But watch now, the celebration that you had last month, you're about to double this month.
Amen.
In the name of Jesus.
Amen.
So you're going to decree in the womb of this month of June. Let the package that God has placed in this month of June that is good, because every good tree has also bad fruits. You're going to call all the good fruit to come.
Amen.
Are you hearing me?
Yes.
Say, my Father, my God.
My Father, my God.
I speak to the 4 wombs of this month.
I speak to the 4 wombs of this month.
And I decree and declare.
And I decree and declare.
Every week.
Every week.
Will birth a greatness for me.
Will birth a greatness for me.
Will birth fruitfulness for me.
Will birth fruitfulness for me.
In the name of Jesus.
In the name of Jesus.
I command.
I command.
In this month.
In this month.
Ah, my God, my God, my God, my God, my God, my God. In this month.
In this month.
You will give to me what belongs to me.
You will give to me what belongs to me.
The devil will not steal it.
The devil will not steal
It's
it.
not possible.
It's not possible.
It's not possible.
It's not possible.
What belongs to me belongs to me.
What belongs to me belongs to me.
It shall not be taken.
It shall not be
So
taken.
therefore,
So
I
therefore,
command
I command
restoration. I
restoration.
command
I command
fruitfulness.
fruitfulness.
I command
I command
financial breakthrough.
financial
I
breakthrough.
command
I command
good health
good health
and prosperity.
and
In the
prosperity.
name of Jesus.
In the name of
Last
Jesus.
time in the beginning, wherever you are, decree and declare. Decree and declare. Wherever you are, decree and declare. Call it in. Call it in. Wherever it is, call it in. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. The reason why we said complete harvest. Amen. We're not going to go with the 9 months. We're going to go with the 6 months. Amen. In January or in December, you planted some seed at Shalom's wheat. Yes. Some of you who came at Shalom's wheat, you're supposed to expect some of the harvest this month. Amen. Whatever you have prayed for at Shalom's wheat, you should be looking back. They come to pass here. This one. Papa, this one. Papa, this one. Hey. We are going to draw some things out this month. Amen. Something that you think that will be impossible to be done, you are going to cross them out. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. I have something for you. Tell anybody, he got something for us. Genesis chapter 4, chapter 6, excuse me. Verse 32. Hallelujah. Let's where you go. Open your Bible.
22, 32.
Genesis 6:32. Genesis 6. Excuse me. Genesis chapter 5:32. 5:32. Amen. I'll give you time to check your Bible. Amen. Because somebody needs to age longer.
Amen.
Hallelujah. No premature death in this house.
Amen.
I said no premature deaths in this house.
Amen.
So we're about to tap into the years.
Amen.
Are you ready?
Amen.
Let's go to go.
And Noah was 500 years old, and Noah begot Shem, Ham, and Japheth.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
You're supposed to live and have all your children.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
What did I say?
Supposed to live and have all of my children.
You can't have a child and you're gone. It's not possible. You're going to have all your children and live.
Amen.
And then see them mature to your age.
Amen.
Before God call you home.
Amen.
In fact, I'll say this. They'll get to your age. Plus, you must see their grandchildren.
Amen.
If it is so, I want to see their children.
Amen.
Now it will be just one generation, second generation, third generation, fourth generation.
Amen.
That is something to see.
Amen.
So they can see the original copy.
Amen.
They're not supposed to just say, what was the original copy? They're supposed to say, I see the original copy. We knew by divine grace what the original copy did.
All right.
So your legacy is entitled by this one prayer. Your what?
My legacy is entitled by this one prayer.
If you miss this one prayer, I don't know how to help you. If you don't mean it with your heart, I don't know how to help you. Because I heard the Lord said, tell them they need to mean it when they say it.
Amen.
When you say, I want to be by the fourth generation, that means that you'll be alive. Now, I'm not saying that we're all going to have children out of wedlock, no. When vision comes to pass, it's done accurately.
Amen.
Our God is a prophetic God.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
So when you begin to see your children grow, and then your children get married, they also have children. And then when they come up, they also have children, married, they have children. And you say, wow, they are fulfilling the days.
Amen.
And not only fulfilling them, but you are fulfilling this in prosperity.
Amen.
You know, people are coming up and they live in poverty. Your mom is still alive. Her mom is still alive. But poverty is reigning. No. If mom already paid the poverty price, you should not enter there.
Amen.
If your mom has not paid the price, you will not pay it.
Amen.
That's what we do to Jesus.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
So you're going to decree and declare, Lord, I will live longer than any of my ancestors.
Longer than any of my ancestors.
Beyond 70.
Beyond 70.
Beyond 80.
Beyond 80.
Lord, if it's 100, I receive.
Lord, if it's 100, I receive.
In the name of Jesus.
In the name of Jesus.
Beyond 100, I receive.
Beyond 100, I receive.
The Bible said,
The Bible
the
said,
days of man
the days of
are
mine
120 years.
are 120 years.
Lord, I receive
Lord, I receive
the highest honor
the highest honor
of that level,
of that level,
that age,
that age,
that stage.
that stage.
I receive it.
I receive
I
it.
shall see.
I shall see.
I decree and declare.
I decree and
I
declare.
shall see.
I shall see.
My children.
My
Children.
Not only will they enjoy
Not only will they enjoy
the work that I can create through you.
the work that I can create through you,
Lord, as you have given me this wealth,
Lord, as you have given me this wealth,
it will not only stay with me.
it will not only stay with
It
me,
will pass over to them.
it will be passed over to them,
And to them.
and 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 to them,
To the end of time.
till the end of time.
In the name of Jesus.
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 Decree and declare it right now. By your mighty hand. By By your mighty hand, Lord, I stand in agreement with your plan for long life to see my children. In the name of Jesus, I shall live to see the greatness by the word of the Lord. According to Genesis chapter 5, verse 32, I tap into the anointing. I tap into the word and I activate long life over my life, over my children, over the children. In the name of Jesus. Le Palabaleba. Le Palabalebo Saha. Le Palabalebo Sabahaya. Remandarabalebale. Remandarabalebale. Remandareboria. Rampalia Lagapea. Rampalia Lapanegade. Remarabasaloa. Le Payabalabelado. Ramalebala. Ramalebela Pale. Father, in the name of Jesus, I tap into the anointing to live long according to your will and your plan for my life. I tap into the anointing for my children. In the name of Jesus. Mankaya Kandue Palagade, Manso Pedro, Lendelia Benico, Sayema de Cote, Le Palestra Robosi, La Gareno de Manzade, La Cayema la Cade, Rema la Tongane, Rema la Cancio, La Gareno de Acarebaha, Mare de Bosta, Rema la Barriere, Rema la Barriere, Randa la Basido de Bosaya la Bari. Hey! Rebarabolaba. Randa la Baribo. Le Payalaba. Le Palabare. Manda la Bari. In Jesus' name we pray.
Amen.
Now he says that Noah was 500 years. He was fruitful. He wasn't just living for 500 years. He was fruitful while he lived.
Amen.
You are going to now decree. As you are fruitful, your sons and daughters will be fruitful.
Amen.
Now what he said, you are going to germinate. There is like this grass. It begins to grow. It takes over the next door neighbor's grass. What I'm trying to say is, you are about to be a point of contact for somebody else.
Amen.
When people meet you, they see fruitfulness on you, they become fruitful.
Amen.
Or you don't understand what I'm saying. There's some people that's going to see you, but listen, sin is what?
Believe.
As they fix their eyes on you, automatically become prosperous.
Amen.
Poverty will flee from them by just looking at you.
Amen.
I say poverty will flee from them by
Amen.
looking at you.
Amen.
The Lord said to me, He said, I have anointed you. When they see you, they see the next level.
Amen.
He said, when they see you, they see the prosperity.
Amen.
When they see you, they see the change.
Amen.
When they see a new life.
Amen.
That is a new level.
Amen.
In the name of Jesus.
Amen.
In the name of Jesus.
Amen.
Not only will you live long, you'll be prosperous.
Amen.
You prosper. I say you will prosper.
Amen.
Someone you will prosper.
Amen.
Someone you will prosper.
Amen.
You will prosper.
Amen.
In everything you do, you prosper.
Amen.
In your going out, in your coming in, you will prosper.
Amen.
Nobody will tell you nothing.
Amen.
Because when you prosper, you don't beg.
Amen. Yes. Thank you, Jesus.
Hello?
Amen.
I say when you prosper, you don't.
Beg.
You're about to be the one that give.
Amen.
Someone is about to be the one that give. You will give to the poor. Listen, your neighbor would have said, do you need this? You said, I don't need it, but you want this. Do you need this? And you say, no, I don't need it, but you want this. They will call for something that they want to give to you. You say, that's okay, but I got something for you.
Amen.
That's the next level. That's the next level. In the name of Jesus.
Amen.
Please, let's sit down. I have a word for someone here. Amen. Heavenly Father, thank you for your word. Let your word be impactful, God. Let your word fill with the anointing. Let your word fill with revelation. Let your word change somebody's mind today. In Jesus' name we pray.
Amen.
I want to teach on the foundational word titled The Secret to Tithing. Amen.
Amen.
Do me a favor. Take all that junk that you learn about tithing out of the door. Take all of it. Just take 1 second and take all of that junk. Just take all of the idea, the mental, the situation, everything, just dump it out. Because if you have learned tithing about other people and God allowed you to be in this house, you're going to learn something different.
Amen.
We're going to do revelation in this house.
Amen.
And how it works. Amen.
Amen.
For the next 2 weeks, I'll be preaching on this topic. Hallelujah.
Amen.
And after that, by the special grace of God, I'll be doing something different. Amen. I'll give a good news after the message.
Amen.
There's always good news in this house.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
This house is full of good news.
Amen.
Good news when you're sleeping, good news when you wake up, good news when you go to the market. It's full of good news.
Amen.
Good news when people try to cheat on you. Good news always. Yeah, because it's a good thing. Because that means that God is removing out of your life.
Amen.
It's a good news. Amen. Hallelujah. Thank you, Lord. Genesis chapter 28, verse 20. Many people say, man of God, nothing is working. I have tried all manner of things to change my life. All manner of situations to change my life. Man of God, I don't know what's going on. Things are getting tough. Things are getting and all these things are getting tough, but things are getting tight. Say neighbor. If things are getting tight, you must pay your tithe.
You must pay your tithes.
Lord.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
Sir.
Amen. The reason why your life is so tight because you refuse to follow rules. Obedience is what?
Better than sacrifice.
So if you have not obeyed, you become the sacrifice. Sacrifice means pain. So if you don't obey, you must go through the page. That's what I said, do me a favor. Remove all the idea that you know about tithing out of your mind. I'm going to teach you the simple way I know how. And if you don't practice it, don't come and say, man, about financial struggle. I said, no. In the book of life, let me check you out, because I can see. There are those you just go and say that, man of God, I'm going to financial struggle. And I'm like, wait a minute, what's your name? Hold on a second. It looks like you're not in heaven's plan. I said, he feels something. You are not in heaven's insurance. Because some of you pay your insurance, but you don't tithe. But the life is not yours, so I don't understand that. You worry more about the person that you have to pay than the person you have to pay. Hey, my God. So if you never pay the one above, how would you get long life? We can pray this prayer, but it takes covenant. This God that serves in this church, the God of covenant. He made covenant with me to work in this office.
Yes. Amen.
He was prophesied years before I knew. Forget about it. And prophesied 2 years later again.
Amen.
And last Sunday, it came to pass.
Amen.
Some of you, there was a prophetic word that was given to you. the first time you met me, and yet it just came to pass 2 weeks ago or a week ago.
Yes.
Because our God is a God of covenant. If you never keep that covenant with you, which means agreement. So every time a prophetic word comes to you, it's an agreement. He agreed to do it for you. But what are you doing for him? I want to give you some message today. Let's read this word together. You know what? We're going to start something new. Let's rise. That's right. Even if you're pregnant, that child too will stand up. Stand up. Let's read. Once we go.
And Jacob vowed a vow, saying, if God will be with me, and will keep me in this way that I go, and will give me bread to eat, and raiment to put on.
Hallelujah. Here he made a vow. A vow is also an agreement. He said, Lord, I'm going to write the agreements for us. And the Lord said, so you write the contract, huh? Say, yes, I'm going to write the contract. So the contract is not for the God to write. But for who? For you to write. Write the contract. And if you write the contract, he will sign it. Signature go both ways. Your signature and his signature. So if you sign it, you do your part, he will sign it and do his part. Hallelujah. Amen.
Amen.
It says that Jacob did what? Vow a vow. Past tense. He made it. Then he walked in it. Some of you can't even make a promise and walk in it. Please sit down now. I'm going to go to the word. He made a promise and he walked in it. He said, Father, I made the promise, this vow. But look what it says here, what the vow is given. Saying, if you, God, will be with me, that's the first one. Write that down. Be with me. If God can be with me, that's the first one. Second part. And will keep me in this way that I go. I mean, perfect journey, good journey. He is with you in perfect journey, in good journey. If you keep me. Sometimes we have different enemies as come to us, attacking from different points. But he said, Lord, if you keep me, right? So it's not about your husband keeping you, your boyfriend keeping you, but if God keep you in this way, right? He orders your step in this way. Yes, come this
Way.
Oh, say it with me now. My son, my daughter, come
This way.
So if you are ordered by God's plan and you wrote it down and said, Lord, if you walk with me this way, I will walk with you this way. That is the second one. The third one here. It says,
And will give me bread.
it says, and will give me bread to eat. So the next one, Lord, if you can make my mouth never remain empty, or should I say my stomach never remain empty, then I'll be with you. So some of you, you're only in God because of you want something. If you don't get that thing, you're not in God. And that means if you don't get that, you never come to Sunday service or Bible service. But if you wrote on there, say, Lord, if you can walk me this way, I'll be with you. That means you should come on Bible study, Sunday service, every church program. Because you say, Lord, I've been with you. He said, well, come to my house. I am there. Come on, somebody. He said, well, give me bread to eat. So the third one, there's bread to eat. The fourth was what? Remnants to put on. I mean, clothes. Lord, if you can put some nice thread on me, make my enemy just, put to shame. I'd rather have your nice thread on me than to have some rags on me.
Amen.
Feel something. But if you can make my rags become riches, I'll wear it all the day long.
Amen.
Amen. So you're going to make a covenant with God. So Jacob make a covenant with God. Give me the next scripture. Verse 21. So that I come again to my father's house in peace. So wait, Lord, I'm going to travel. I'm going to do all these things. But I want that new job. But I want to get married. But I don't need my 10. Now watch this here. Come to my house, my father's house in peace. Then shall the Lord be my God. It didn't stop there. Say, if I come to my father's house in peace, then shall the Lord be my God. That's where it didn't stop. Because for anything you said to God, God said, what are you going to give to me? You got talking game. But your pocket talk. Next scripture. It says, then this stone, which have what?
Set for a pillar.
Set a pillar means a place of prayer. I have made a vow, and I put the vow in a place of prayer. Because God has to visit you there. That's the way you made a covenant with me. Don't break that covenant now. Some of you, your ancestors made a covenant with another God. And that God did not come out in success. He failed. And then God says, since your God failed, my God, me, I don't fail. That's what God said. Now, what puts it right here? Pillar shall be God's house. Pillar shall be God's house. I made a covenant with you, God. I went into my closet, cleaned up all the shoes out. I sprayed with some good spray. Because God is not a filth. Hallelujah. Amen. And I put some 2 stones. They said pillars. Pillars is not, one is 2. It's not singular, it's plural, 2. I put 2 stones. And I said, Lord, I put the promise, the idea, the covenant underneath this stone. Lord, if you can watch now, you're the rock of ages. If you can meet there, be my rock in my house. Be my rock in my apartment. Be my rock in everywhere I go. You made that covenant. And it says here, and of all that thou shalt give me, what do I?
I will surely give the 10 unto thee.
Wait a minute. So God give you the whole house. You only give him the fridge? God give you 4 bedroom. You only give him just the doorway? But if God give you 4 bedroom, give him at least 1 bedroom. That's a 10. If God wake you up and he give you a good job, you get large, you get check every month, but you still don't tithe, and you come to me, Prophet Simon of God, I say, no, this is the new rule in this house. This is the new rule in this house. Before I was just let it pass by, I just release. No, God said, don't speak to people who have not given you to speak. They are not of mine, because they do not tithe. There are kingdom practices that I will teach you in this house. If you follow, you will be prosperous. But if you don't follow, how am I supposed to tell you the good things in life? Hallelujah. Other pastors that some of you go to, because some of you are your legs still not steady yet. They push this idea on people, but they never teach it well.
Yes.
So today, if your ears are open, you recognize what the Spirit is saying. It said here, and all that thou shalt give me, I will surely give. Surely means for sure. That's what the word surely has, the word sure. I will sure give it. This is what we say we'll give. I will sure give the 10 unto you. The 10. So it's not 2%. It's not milk. But the 10%. Amen. But he made a covenant and he stood by it and it came to pass. Go read the Bible, the rest of it will tell you stories. Amen. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Now, that was what Jacob did. Let's find out what Moses did. Leviticus 27 verse 30. Leviticus 20 verse 30. What you make as a covenant, if you stand by that covenant, God will answer you. What you made as that covenant, can you fix this camera? God will answer you. In this house, I'm believing God to teach you. Just put it in the middle. That right there. Right there's good enough. There you go. Let them too partake of the glory that's taking place in the house. Amen. I don't know, maybe the boys back there, okay, good. Amen. So now we find out from Jacob, he made a vow. The same way how some of you, when you get married, you make a what? Vow. Unless your word is fake. But if your word is true, you stick by it.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
God don't like people who make those vows without fulfilling their promise.
Yes.
God is a God of promise.
Amen.
If you say out of your mouth, I promise you, I will hold on to that word. Back in the day, it's not about the money, it's about what you say, that's what they hold on to. They called 2 or 3 and they pushed them together and said, what this one say? We agree. We all 3 of us heard it. We don't just gather around. So the Bible is not a joke. The Bible said, it said, where 2 or more are gathered, there will I be in your midst. Why? Because God said, whatever you guys agree, I will fulfill because it came out of all of you guys' mouths, and I'm there as a witness. Hallelujah. So God want to be a witness to you. It said here, a man also, or what? That had what?
Familiar spirit.
Uh-huh.
That is the wizard.
Uh-huh.
Shall surely be put to death.
Uh-huh.
They shall stone them with
Uh-huh.
stones.
Uh-huh.
Their blood shall be upon them.
So you see here, God said, how can they attack you? If they attack you, those familiar spirits, man or woman, so familiar spirits also Jezebel, man or woman, man of God, Jezebel is a woman spirit. No. Spirit don't have sex. Meaning they don't have man parts, woman parts. They are spirits. So when a Jezebel spirit enters into a man, he still perform the same way. When a Jezebel spirit enters into a woman, she still perform the same way. There is no change of the personality. Perhaps when I finish this tithing series, we'll enter into Jezebel. Some of you think, me, I'm not a Jezebel. No. We'll go into the definition of a Jezebel. We're going to give you guys a good one. Then now you're going to fast. You're going to correct yourself and say, I was a little bit of Jezebel on that side. Amen.
Amen.
Glory be to God. Can I get Leviticus 27 verse 30, please? 27, Leviticus 27 verse 30. Last Sunday, the garments were heavy. This Sunday, the garments are light. My yoke is easy. My burden is. Jesus. When the Lord made you a covenant, He made every yoke easy. My yoke is easy. My burden is light. I feel light. I was sleeping like a baby. I was in prayer, sleeping, enjoying. After I prayed. The Lord said, it's time to take it to another level. I said, Lord, I slept. I haven't slept like that in a while. Even when Faith and Jamal are around, I still sleep. Get in covenant with God. He'll make you enjoy the best things in life. And He'll make you fulfill every word that He planned onto your head.
Yes.
It says, and all the what?
The tithes of the land.
Whether as the seed of the land or the fruit of the tree, it is the Lord's. It is holy unto the Lord.
So all the tithe of the land, all the money on this earth is not your money. It is His money. Whether the seed of the land, it is not your seed of the land, it is His seed of the land. And of the fruit of the tree, not your fruit, not your tree, but His fruit and His tree. is the Lord. It is holy unto the Lord. So that means that if you don't take the 10% off, maybe you take 10% second. That's why God look at you second eye. And if you take the third time, God look at the third eye. Hallelujah. Continue, give me 31. It says, and if a man
he shall add to the fifth part thereof.
Oh, read it again one more time.
And if
A man will at all redeem out of his tithes, he shall add thereto the fifth part thereof.
So when they say give 10%, when you give 5%. 5%, not 10%, 5%. But here, it said, if you are looking to redeem, then what you need to do is add a fifth on the tithe. What does that become at the end of the day? 15% of your tithe. That's if you want to redeem. Let's break it down in some lower term into Faith Embassy, people, maritorial, hunger. If you're looking for another promotion, all you need to do is add what?
5%.
Lord help me. That's if you're tired of it. If you're not tired, I beg. This one is not for you. Hallelujah. If you're looking for that big position and you have been tithing, all you need to do is just add 5%. It's not my mouth for what it said right there. If you're looking to redeem, what is the meaning of redeem?
To get profit, to take that.
To take back, right? To take profit back, right? So if you're working right now and there's a position above you, you want to what? So God said, just bring me the fifth. And he said, Lord, I pay the fifth. Hallelujah.
Amen.
The Lord said, I'll pay the fifth, but you got to give me the fifth. If you give me the fifth, I'll bless you. Amen. The Bible said how Abraham had just came from the war. We'll get to that. Amen. Give me verse 32. I'll come to that. I'll let it cook up a little bit in the spirit. Let's continue. Once we go.
And concerning the tithe of the herd or of the flock, when whatsoever passeth under the rod, the tenth shall be holy unto the Lord.
So, one more time, let's read it.
And concerning the tithe of the herd or of the flock,
Even of whatsoever passeth under the rod, the tenth shall be holy unto the Lord. So now watch this. Everyone who passed under Faith Embassy, as long as the shepherd is in here, and by the special grace of God, I'm a shepherd now.
Amen.
Hallelujah. As long as there's a shepherd in the house, anyone that passed under the shepherd is now, that including some of you who are 17, 18, 16, whatever, you're supposed to tithe. Because it said 10%. That means that if somebody give you $20, what is the percent of that $20? Come on, talk to me. Thank you. So some of you are walking, your 10% is also necessary because you can't be saying, man of God prophesied to me. What the Lord saying? How old are you? When last you hold $40? Or you chop all of it? You didn't even give 1 penny to God. My dear, I don't know how to talk to you. I'm seeing great things, but let's not shut my mouth. But the Bible said it is the tithe that opened heaven.
Yes.
It never said the prophets that opened heaven.
Yes.
Oh my God, help me so much. It is the tithe that opened
heaven.
So you see when and the Lord and praying for them, and then they go and prosper, and then you see them, this one get out of this one, because they tithe. God has to open heaven over them. Yes.
Let me tell you right now. Open heaven, don't care if you're pretty or ugly. Your tithe, it doesn't matter if the money is fine or the money is ugly. All God cares about is the tithe. It's a principle that God wants to practice. Some of you are broke because you can't even practice the simple tithing. If you don't practice that on your own, how would you practice how to save?
Yes.
I know that one was so good that some people here, you say, man of God, come down. No, I'm only coming up. That's why I can't go down. Hallelujah. Next scripture. So everyone who come across the shepherd's rod, that's why they have to give it a rod. Rod means to lead. Hey, you come back here. Come back. Hey, you. You have not seen me. What's going on? Come here. Hey, you. You're going out of hand. Some people, they don't like to be corrected. When they don't come to church about 2 Sundays, 3 Sundays, 4 Sundays, the next Sunday they come and say, where were you all these Sundays? Now I'm supposed to ask because now I'm a shepherd over your soul. Where were you last Sunday or the Sunday before? Oh, man of God. We have his funeral. I didn't know to pray. How come I'm seeing you at the mall? Oh, now these eyes are crazy now. Before they were like this. Now they're like this. So now I'm going to see your really, really, really naughty issues. Amen. Yes, we want me to go.
He shall search whether it be good or bad. Neither shall he change it, and if he change it at all, then both it and the change thereof shall be holy. It shall not be redeemed.
Hallelujah. There's some people here. Sister, so you have 2 20s, 2 10s, 2 10s. You do. The Lord said here, the one that you will ask to change the money, their money plus your money, all should be done into. Oh, you didn't read it? I'll repeat it again. Just read it right here. The repeat is right here. There's no playback. The repeat is right here. It said, he shall search whether it be good or bad. Neither shall he change it. And if he change it or at all, and if he change it at all, then both it and the change thereof shall be holy. It shall not be redeemed. Let me say that again in slow motion. If you ask your friend to change 2 10 for 2 5s, that change that you're trying to get plus your friend supposed to go to the Lord, you cannot redeem it. Where do you think they said, if you put all of this money into this bank and you try to withdraw it, we'll take 10%. We'll come back again. Who here has gone to a bank and you try to take all your money out? What do they tell you? You can't do that. Why? They hit you with a fine, right? How do they hit you with a fine that it's your money? But they hit you with a fine. You overuse money, and then they said, what is it? Overdraft fee. Then you got to pay the overdraft fee. But wait. It's your money. If I would have stole from you money, but you got to pay it back. But here the Lord said here, he shall search whether good or bad. The money is taken or the money is fixed. And the one thing that ministers don't talk about is when people say, hey man of God, it's about money today. Yes. Money is pretty and it's also ugly. Do you know that the same money on this person's hand, if you really check it out, a few weeks from now, if you guys keep on to say same restaurant, say the same dollar bill, the chance for that money to come into your hand, the same money he had, it surely will come in your hand. If you mark it, put your name on it, somehow she will get it. Because you guys go to the same restaurant using the same dollar bills. Money flows around. But here it's simply saying, it shall search whether it be good or bad. Neither shall he change it. Don't change it. The tithe is good or bad. Don't change it. Or I could have given more. The fact is that I could have given more. That word you had in your mind, that more, put that together plus what you already had, what you give. That's what it says here. Are you understanding what it says? Or you still don't understand? If you don't understand, put your hand on. You understand? And it says, he shall not search whether good or bad. Don't search if this thing is good or bad. Don't search, just give it. Right? Oh wait, so you go to your purse. Oh, 20 among hundreds. You're searching for the 20 among hundreds. Understand? He says, neither shall he change it, and if he change it at all, so you change it. Now look at the change over here. Then both it and the change thereof shall be holy. So take the change that you just changed and take another one again. You should not change them anymore because you mess with curse. If what Cain did was awful. He looked at the one that he had, the fruitful one, then he looked at the other one that he had, and he just tried to take from God's horn and put it into his horn, and then said, this is what I'm going to give God. And then God said, wait, you don't have me in interest. You don't have me in what? So if you don't have me in interest, how can I make you an interesting person? Are you understand? Next scripture. It says, these are the what?
Commandments.
Oh, it's not the commandments of what Moses followed. Then it says, which the Lord command Moses of the children of Israel in Mount Sinai. So that means in Mount Sinai, all the children have to follow order. They follow principle. They follow the law. And we believe here at Faith Embassy, you will follow the law.
Amen.
Hallelujah. Some of you got beautiful work. Great job. But you don't even give to God. And then when they drop you from the job, who do you face? You seek? Prophet, apostle, bishop, doctor. Hey, yeah. I'm like, yes, my daughter, my son, how are you? So what do you do for God? Bishop, things are tough. Yes, things are tough. But you also need to release. Amen. Life is about releasing. Amen. 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 A farmer knows that if he doesn't release, he will not have the next month or the next year the farm. The farm will not be full at all. The same thing. If you don't release, how can we buy things in this house? How can we prepare for the next level? And we prepare for barbecue, this and that. Who gonna bring all of us? We're preparing for little programs. How are we going to pay for that? Amen. Amen. I know it sounds like family conversation, but it's necessary. Amen. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. It's a commandment that when you do your part, God do his part. It now become a commandment and a covenant. What you follow, God follow with you. Hallelujah. Amen. So you're not permitted to be in this church and you don't tithe. And then you say, man of God, I have problem. You have problem, let's follow the law. We can't look behind business. Amen. Amen. In the book of Numbers chapter 18, verse 21. My message is almost finished. This is the last part. You want to be established in life. You say, Lord, I want to be established, but I don't tithe. I want to have that business. I want to be with great people, but you don't even follow order. You don't follow tithing. Let's go.
And behold, I have given the children of Levi all the 10 in Israel.
How many?
10.
How many?
10.
Read it again.
And behold, I have given the children of Levi all the 10 of Israel for inheritance, for their service which you serve, even the service of the tabernacle of the congregation.
Are you seeing something? He said, even the tabernacle of the congregation. He says, and behold, I have given the children of Levi all the 10. All the 10 in Israel, all the 10 in Faith Embassy for an inheritance. Amen. I mean, God doesn't give us, every one of you here, God already give you an inheritance. Amen. God already give you the inheritance. Amen. But you need to activate the inheritance. Amen. Do what?
Activate the inheritance.
If you have never activated the inheritance, you can't get nothing in life. The poverty has to run over you. Hallelujah. Poverty has to come and grab you, and then now you are a friend with poverty. Of course, poverty will give you a nice chair because they love to mingle with you. But in this house, as long as you follow the rules, he said, test me if I will not open the windows of heaven. Yes. Yes. If I will not open the windows of heaven. So wait a minute. So the windows and doors. You only need to open one window. That's what you need in life. If you open doors, your life is only settled for life. Hallelujah. If God opened a door for you, that's supernatural access. You have the key to the city. You have connection. You are now empowered to empower other people. So he said, the children of Shechem and Sarah, all the 10 in Faith Embassy, for an inheritance, for their serve what service which what they serve. So wait. So if you are in this house and you serve, including the children department or the usher or the cleaner, you are also supposed to do what? If you are a minister, you're supposed to do what? A man of God, I am just the one who cleaned the house. Why would I want to give 10? Me too. I'm the one that just preach in my house. Why would I give 10? Don't be smart with me. This year, there's too much wisdom in this small head. Just package and small seeds come out. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. That means if you take care of children, do 10. Amen. If you play the drums, do 10. Amen. Keyboardists, do 10. Amen. Choir members, do 10. Amen. Ministers, do 10. Amen. Usher, come here, come there, do 10. Amen. People who sit down in the chair, do 10. Says all the 10 in Faith Embassy for an inheritance for their service which they serve. That means that me too. Even the service of the what? The tabernacle of the congregation. I mean, everybody. This is not me Shaka speaking. This is scripture declaring. When scripture speak, I have to support. That's why I'm supposed to do the work of God. If you never said, I said, my dear, hold on to your money. Before I say, no, don't do offering. Don't do your tithe. That's okay. Good day. God bless you and bless them. The Lord said, you're not doing my work. You're doing your work. My work pertains you telling them what they're supposed to do. They have responsibilities. Hallelujah. Amen. They have responsibilities. They're supposed to respond to the ability of the church. If you don't respond to the ability of the church, then why would the church respond to your ability? Or what is now? To your disability. So if you have a disability, why would I respond to it? If you never respond to God's ability. Amen. Amen. Next scripture. Say, neither must the children of Israel It's not my word though. He's like, Well, I never read that in the Bible. Well, today's your first day. Amen. Today's your first day. He said, if you come to the house of the Lord, you don't bring no offering. You come as your hand and you go with your hand, you didn't get nothing. You just come to waste time. Amen. Wednesday service, if you come with an empty hand, you didn't get nothing. You just come to waste time. Or should I say, come to just, breathe in the atmosphere. Then your head is still dry. You didn't get no oil. It is your offering that activates. It is your tithe that opens. I have people who don't even go to this church, who don't even attend this church for the tithe. I have sons and daughters who are in different countries who tithe to this ministry. So if you are in this house and they are prospering, that woman of God say, how come these people that call you, they give you testimony of what they did? And for your own people, they need stiff neck and stiff hand. Let me show you how that works.
Oh, Jesus.
Because you got some disabilities. God said you can't come with a disability around me, because I got to give some abilities work for you. Amen. So when you release to me, I meet you in the midst of your life. And I need it, and I give it to you. Yes. I create your need when you create my need. Yes. Touch me, I touch you, man, no go vex. Yes. Give me, I give you, God no go vex. I'm on that grace, don't play with me. So this is part 1. Amen. Next we'll go to part 2. It's not a foreign movie. It's a scripture. I don't want to take the whole time talking about tithing, so I'll give you guys time. So next week we'll talk about the secret. So what you just heard today is the secret behind tithing. Part 1, covenant. Making your vow. Making your vow. The Bible said when Abraham had gone to war, and when he went to war, see, Abraham went to war, but he was told a prophecy, and he believed the prophecy of a great man called Melchizedek. And Melchizedek was a priest and a king. He believed the prophecy that the priest, the king, gave to him. And now he went to war with the men that he trained. So in this house, if I trained you, and you're sent out to go do great things, and you don't tithe, you'll be removed under my covering. Because if I practice the law and you don't practice the law, how can we be in the same group? It's not possible. Yes. Hallelujah. Amen. I have to be real with you, because I'm not going to hell for somebody's craziness. Hello. Hello. And the Bible says how he, after the word came to pass, that he will come back victorious. He came back, won the war, won the battle, won everything, came back. And watch this here. He went to war to go redeem his own nephew, Lot. You guys know what happened to Lot? Lot took all the good herbs, all the good things, and went with it. So you have to understand, when he tithed to Melchizedek, God restored back to him what Lot took away. What I'm trying to tell you is, God will restore back to you what the enemy took from your mother, your father, your auntie, whatever it is. He will restore it back to you, because you practice the law. Hallelujah. You practice the law that they don't. Lot didn't practice the law, so he lost a lot. Are you understand that? Yes. You will practice the law and you will gain a lot. Jesus, help me. That's what it's about. And the Bible says when he tithed, he gained everything back. And even Jacob came from who? Talk to me. Isaac. And who Isaac came from? So that means that what you practice, your children will practice the same. Yes. Even America practice it. America said, I don't believe in you. In God we trust. What does God have to do with your money? So even God is interested in your... He said, in God we trust. Or you can do all your business, but as long as you do your 10%, or we'll take it from your check. And they surely do it. He said, in God we trust. In God we trust. In God we trust. But there are also other faith people out there. There are also believers from other faith out there. But America said, in God we trust. We're a Christian nation. In God we trust. And then they collect your tithe when you walk. Your 10%. So you pay to the government too, your 10%. But you don't want to pay to the church. Don't you know that the government and the church work hand in hand? The government stole from the church. And you don't even recognize that. But every February or April, you receive a lump sum of that 10% they took from you, huh? And that's when you're quiet. But your 10% has gone already. Amen. Some people they say, what do you do with your tax return? Tax what? Who returned? Right? Who returned? Tax return is gone. Because why? You didn't even put a 10th. You squander and enjoy. He said, 10th where is my tax return. But do you know that if you want to build great things in life, you have to resist yourself from the need of the world and enter the need of the church. Amen. I have a son who sowed a seed for the program. And now he's giving me massive testimony. Some of you have to ask you to package a seed. Package a seed and bring. None of you even ask to say, a man of God, so I have the program, what do we need to buy? You see this cloth right here that is fancy on my skin? And they allow me to become a bishop. I didn't pay for it, though. A son paid for it. Amen. And I know this is not the only one I'm going to wear. Amen. A daughter must pay for the next one.
Amen.
Hallelujah. I don't know who you are. I don't know where you come from. But I know you're going to say, Papa, that cloth that you wear, the layer, each one, what's the price? I say, go online, look them. If you want, I can give you the link. Cash App, PayPal, MoneyGram, the link is always there. Amen.
Amen.
So the first part of this message is the secret to tithing. If you don't practice the secret, how would you live in the secret? Live knowing what you're doing. See, many people just partake of the, oh, I give my 10th, I give my 10th. Know why you're giving your 10th. Your 10th must have a vow. Did you have a vow? You just give your money, but you don't have a vow? The same what you do, you give a beggar. You know what the beggar is going to do with your money. Oh, you're so, oh, what's wrong with you? Oh, give me that $2 there. God bless you, yeah? And they go to the liquor store, the cigarette store. I did not give you. Yeah, so their mouth is more sharper than yours. Father asks the beggar, what do you do to your money? He says, it's your business. You not give it to me. Then why are you asking the bishop, what do you do with the money? Is it your business? Do you give it to the bishop, do you give it to God? I said, mind your business. You're quiet. Say neighbor. Mind your business.
Mind your business.
Just mind God's business. Mind God's business.
Mind God's business.
Stand up for me. There's some people say, man of God, things are tight. Things are heavy. Things are hard to get. You are expecting a breakthrough. This is the first Sunday. Who knows what first Sunday?
Anointing for breakthrough.
You are expecting a breakthrough. Make a covenant with God. Those who they never made a covenant with God, come to the front. You never made a covenant with God, come to the front. Come on, the door is always open. I will not stop calling you until you come out. Let that devil put to shame. Come on, come out. He said, I never made a covenant with God. I never made a covenant with God. Jacob made a vow, made a covenant with God. Made a vow. He said, man of God, I never made a vow with God. I don't know what this 10% is all about. I never made a vow, I never made a promise to give God. But God has been putting clothes in my back. Give me food to eat. Take me places I've never been. Some of you are sitting there, but you're not a covenant practicer. Come out. That's okay. Today I'm going to be very dry. In other words, very bold. Come out. So let me go get you now. Let me go get you now. Come to the altar. Masalama Adelevele. Come out. Come out. You are going through financial hardship. You know why? Because you don't make a vow with God. Come out. You know what you're supposed to be doing. Every department in this house, you never made a covenant with God. Today is the last day. Next Sunday is your first day. You should make covenant. Come out. I'm giving some people last touch. See, I'm not saying bring your tithe. I said come out. It's a covenant you're supposed to make with God. You have not made it. You have not tithed with God. You have not tithed with God. I'm not asking for money. If you know me by this time, you know I don't just ask you for money. I'm not that kind of pastor. But I'll teach you the right thing. If you do it, you prosper. If you don't do it, it's your own personal business. But in this house, you must tithe. Come out. Come on. Make way for those who are not yet made way. That's okay. Let them come. Let them come. You say, man of God, I never made covenant with God. I never tithe. I want to start. Come out. You got to give unto the Lord what belongs to Him. I'll say 2 more people. 2 more people. Amen. 1 more. He said, Lord, I never made a covenant with you. I want to tithe. I want to begin this new journey. Come out. I want to walk with you now to tithe, to give you my 10%. As you have promised to me, I promise to you. Lord, I want to come near to you. I want to pray for the ones here. And I want to call for salvation. For some of you have not given your life to Christ. So if there's anybody in the congregation that have not given their life to Christ, come on. You have not given your life to Christ, come on. And that's a covenant too. Hallelujah. That's a covenant. Are you guys still standing? You guys are part of the...
No, we're just singing.
You're singing?
Sorry?
Are you part of the standing or the people here?
No.
Okay, do me a favor, just sit down for me. Okay? I don't want to remix when I begin to move. But this is a life transformation. Amen. Thank you, Jesus. Just lift your hands. Lift your hands. Say, Lord, from this day forward, I will answer to the covenant which I made with you. You are my covenant keeping God. I will keep to the covenant which we have together.
I will keep to the covenant which we have together.
Lord, open the doors for me.
Lord, open the doors for me.
Open the windows for me.
Open the windows for me.
Let opportunities come.
Let opportunities
I
come.
will give you a tenth
I will give you a tenth
of every opportunity
of every opportunity
that is open unto me.
that is open unto me.
Lord, I thank you
Lord, I thank
that
you
you have provided for me
that you have provided for me
things to eat,
things to eat,
clothes to wear.
clothes to wear.
You have provided for me this journey,
You have provided for me this journey,
and nothing has taken me down.
and nothing has taken me down.
Lord, I thank you for protecting my life.
Lord, I thank you for protecting my life.
Lord, I give you praise.
Lord, I give you
In
praise.
Jesus' name,
In Jesus' name,
amen.
amen.
This is the anointing for breakthrough. Amen. Anointing for breakthrough. The new practice. 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 You're practicing too? Okay. Just check it. Amen. Anybody else that I missed? Amen. Holy Spirit, as they have confirmed to your word, touch them. They're not making covenant with this, with me, making covenant with you. Touch them. You say, call them to me, and I'll do the work. Call them to me, and I'll do the work. Call them to me, and I'll do the work. Call them to me. Call them to me to practice the law. Call them to me. When I lay hands on you, you go sit down. Father, I dedicate them to you. I dedicate them to you. For the rest of you, anointing for breakthrough is here. I want you to just come by line and as we pray. Let this month open door for you. 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 Anointing for breakthrough. Let this month open door for you. Let this month open door for you. Let this month open door for you. Anointing for breakthrough. Let this month open door for you. 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 Anointing for breakthrough. Let this month open door to you. Let this month open door to you. Let this month open door for you. Let this month open door. 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 Anointing for breakthrough. Let this month open door. Amen. She says she wants to do one for first fruits. Amen. Some of you who have first fruits, you bring anointing for breakthrough. If you have a job, or you have been promoted, or you got lifted, do the first fruit. Anointing for breakthrough. 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 Thank you, Jesus. Anointing for breakthrough. Anointing for breakthrough. Anointing for breakthrough. Is everybody here? Everybody is in? Anointing for breakthrough. Did I? Okay. Everybody? Is there anybody else? Mama Fire, can you please stop towards Anna myself, please? Anoint them for children. They too need breakthrough. Good health. That they won't cause trouble at home. Release wisdom upon them too.
Amen.
Because we don't want dumb babies, we want smart ones.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
Sometimes they go to school and get some dumb friends.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
I cover my baby all the time.
Amen.
Can't leave the house without getting the anointing on your head. Lord have mercy. That's the lie. For those who have their tithe, you already got the anointing, just bring your tithe and let's bless it. And go say, if you have your tithe, bring your tithe. Amen. Amen. Thank you. If you have your tithe, you can do the Cash App, you can do the PayPal, however way you do. You can also put it in the envelope. Amen. Thank you, Lord. Amen. If you're tired of this, come forward. Just come forward. Amen. Just put your hand forward and we pray. You already have the oil. I don't want to overload your hand with oils. Unless you want more.
Amen.
You want more oil?
Amen.
Our fire got the oil. Amen. You are in the spirit. Anointing for breakthrough. Okay, now you get double. There you go. If I were you, I'd put some of that in my wallet. Okay. I release. Hold on. Thank you, Jesus. The usher probably they still trying. They also still trying to get the tithing blessing. You already have, Amen. Some of you, the word go to shine your whole life. Yes. There's no dry hands today.
Amen.
I said there's no dry hands today.
Amen.
I said there's no dry hands today.
Amen.
I said there's no dry hands today.
Amen.
You're not permitted to have dry hands.
Amen.
That oil alone is doing great.
Amen.
It's doing great work for you.
Amen.
Let's put your right hand up. Father, as you touch them, increase them this season. Increase them, Lord, according to your plan. Lord, they have brought forth their tithe to the storehouse. Lord, increase their house, increase their family. Every academic success, let them be fulfillers. Let them fulfill and become excellent people. Let them graduate. Lord, those who are expecting to go higher in any job, Lord, elevate them. Amen. Lord, you are the Lord of elevation in this house. Amen. The Lord of increase in this house. Amen. Lord, increase them. Amen. Lord, whatever they're asking for in their prayer life, increase it. Amen. In their prayer life, increase. Amen. In their fasting life, increase. Amen. In the reading of the word, increase. Amen. Lord, if they have interview, I congratulate them. Amen. If they have interview, I congratulate them. Amen. If they desire to get married, I congratulate them. Amen. If they desire to have children, I congratulate them. Amen. If they desire to change vehicles or home, I congratulate them. Amen. In Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. If you came late, you didn't get the oil, raise your hand. Amen. If you came late, you didn't get the oil. Come. If you came late, you didn't get the oil. Hello, everybody. God bless you. Thank you for joining us today. You know, the Lord is faithful. Today is my first day in the office of the bishop by the grace of God. And I just want to thank God for all of you who are joining us. Make sure, you tithe in your own church or the church, wherever your heart is given. The word of the Lord today talks about how Jacob made a covenant, made a vow. In your life, you must make a vow to God for God to fulfill your days. You must make a vow. If you made a vow, God will meet you at the point of contact. So my prayer for you, for all those who are tithers to this ministry, I decree that God will begin to loose 100-fold blessing in the name of Jesus. God bless you till next time.